This is a KOCO 5 First Alert Weather Severe Weather Update.
It's currently 7:13 on this Monday. I want to give you an update right now on the severe storms that we have down in southwestern Oklahoma. We do not have any tornado warnings right now. These are severe thunderstorm warnings with some large hail anywhere between quarters up to golf balls. When tracking this splitting storm that we have here, we had one that went north, one that's going to the east. This one right here is making its way towards Comanche County west of Lawton, headed towards Cache at 7:49, and that's where we have Storm Command and Sky 5. Let's check in with Michael right now. Michael, how's it look from Storm Command?
Yeah, this storm has tried to maintain itself, Damon, and it actually tried to regenerate a new updraft to kind of help keep it going, but it really does not have very impressive structure at the moment. One thing I am seeing, I'm going to bring my 360 camera back around into the southwest. That's a new storm, and it is going up pretty fast back to the south of Altus, so we're going to probably be making our way back toward Altus. This southern storm that's moving over by Lawton is really weakened considerably.
Yeah, it certainly looks like it. Even from a radar standpoint, not really a whole lot of lightning left in it. This is going to be it right here. Only finding right now two lightning strikes in it. Okay, so that's moving to the east. There's another storm that we have up to the north. We call this a left split. This is more of a hail threat. Right now, this is one for golf balls. This went through Altus with some pretty large hail. Amanda was on that. That's tracking up to the north. There's Shane Helton. So it's Hobart at 722, Rocky 740, Cordell 801. Here's your large hail. Again, golf balls. That will be just in between Lugert and Babs, and that's making its way up towards Hobart here. Let's hope that can stay on the outskirts of town or outside of town there, but should it come into town, it would do it in the next 7 minutes. Once again, that storm right there is warned for golf ball size hail. Let's look at the bigger picture. There are additional storms that we are watching right now that are developing well down to the southwest. Right now, we don't have any tornado warnings, but we do have severe thunderstorm warnings inside of a tornado watch. So we're going to keep a close eye on those cells. Also, some showers that are beginning to pop up here up and down I-35 from Wayne, Paoli, down towards Pauls Valley. They're not severe, not finding any lightning in them right now. The ingredients, at least for these storms to become more significant as they move east of I-35 are going to be a little bit lower. So while they are out there right now, they're not producing any lightning. We'll continue to watch it. Here's a cell here that we are watching that has just popped up, and this has a few lightning strikes right now. This could be right over Thunderbird, headed up into northeastern Cleveland County. And we're watching another cell there popping up going into southeastern Oklahoma County. Those are not severe warned. The chance for any type of tornado warnings out of those is low, but we're watching it. We're going to continue to keep a close eye on all of these storms for this evening. Keep it with KOCO 5 News. We'll bring you the first alert.